Is your dream of living happily ever after coming to an end, or you decided to part ways with your significant other that is living in Vietnam, or you got your marriage certificate in Vietnam? We know it's a tough time. However, the divorce process is an extremely complicated process in Vietnam because Vietnam is a four-fault divorce country, which means that you need to have a reason in order to divorce, and you can't just simply do a no-fault divorce. Today in this video, we are going to cover three main items for you. One is what is the procedures in order to get a divorce. The second is how to protect your assets prior, during, and after the divorce. And then finally, what is your visa status after the divorce, or if you got a Vietnam passport through marriage, then how do you maintain certain visa and immigration status with respect to Vietnam? So let's get started. Hello, my name is Ken Duong, international and business immigration attorney with over 12 years of experience helping individuals relocate, live, get married, and do business around the world. However, due to a lot of that experience, we are also seeing that international global citizens are also getting divorced in the United States, in Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, and in other countries as well. But today we want to cover the topic specifically on why and how to get a divorce in Vietnam if you're a foreigner married to a Vietnamese citizen. First thing you need to know are the procedural steps of getting a divorce in Vietnam. But before that, you're only required to get a divorce proceedings if you had a marriage certificate that is valid in Vietnam. If you were married abroad and you didn't register in Vietnam, then you do not need to have a marriage certificate, thus not have to have a divorce proceedings in Vietnam. We want to make sure you understand that prior to us discussing the step-by-step process of how to get a divorce in Vietnam. Step 1. Submit an application for divorce at the court of competent jurisdiction. Step 2. Upon file verification and clearance, which may take 7 to 15 business days, the court will be sending a notice of court fee payment. Step 3. Proceed to payment and submit a receipt of court fees to the court. Step 4. The court will then open a mediation session and conduct divorce proceedings based on the first instance procedures. The time for settling a divorce case involving a foreign citizen in Vietnam takes about 4 to 6 months from the date of application clearance. The cost of the first court instance in a divorce case is 300,000 VND, or about 15 US dollars, if there is no dispute over assets. If there is a dispute over assets, the court fee is determined based on the property value. Before we switch to item number 2, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on our notifications in order to get the most updated information about the laws and the process and procedures in Vietnam. A lot of expats have built very wealthy and successful careers in Vietnam, thus accumulating a lot of assets, real estate, tangible and intangible assets. So the question is, during the divorce, how do you protect your assets? So there are a few ways that we want to let you know on what you need to do. But first, you need to know that Vietnam is a community property state, similar to the United States in many countries. Is that during marriage, all assets that are accumulated are divided 50-50 during divorce unless specified otherwise, which would be considered separate property. We won't go into too much of the details, but please understand that the date of your marriage until the date of your divorce or legal separation, all of those assets will be considered divided 50-50 during the marriage unless proven or argued otherwise. So the one way we want to discuss with you today on how to protect those assets is through a pre-nuptial agreement. Yields and incomes generated from private assets during the marriage period are also considered as the spouse's private property. In the event of a dispute, the person holding the property title is required to prove that his or her property was held before the marriage registration. The legal basis to determine asset ownership will be the day, month, and year recorded in the marriage certificate and asset ownership certificate generated prior to the marriage. For financial assets such as bank savings and other financial accounts, property can be shown through bank statements before marriage registration. What if you did not sign a prenuptial agreement? Under the Vietnam law, all your assets will be divided 50-50, such as your houses, your cars, your bank statements and salaries, and other assets that are considered community property. So how do you protect against that? We would highly recommend you get legal professional advice on Vietnam divorce laws, family law, and also assets, so you know exactly what needs to be divided, what points can be negotiated, and also what type of agreements you can put in place during the marriage and then after the marriage, which is called, during it's called the marital settlement agreement, and afterward it's called the post-nuptial agreement that will help you. So at Duong Global, our legal professionals can help you understand divorce laws and how to protect your assets. Last but not least, what happens to your immigration status when you divorce a Vietnamese citizen in Vietnam? If your Vietnamese spouse is your visa sponsor, you will lose his or her sponsorship and will need to leave the country within the time frame given by the Vietnamese authorities, regardless of your visa validity at the time of divorce. In general, the given time frame is 3 months, but it may vary on a case-by-case basis. The positive news is that within that time frame, you will be given the opportunity to find a new sponsor, a fiancé, who shows that he or she is willing to sponsor you. As part of your immigration status, if you do go out of status, then you would either need to do a visa run or a border run. So make sure that you click on the pop-up banner on the right to watch the video on the differences between a visa and a border run in case you need to make it right outside of your divorce. Another alternative to finding a fiancé as a sponsor, and probably a more stable and asset-proof solution, is to switch to a business visa, either finding a company sponsor or opening a representative office in Vietnam, which is certainly the most efficient way of remaining in the country. We have also made videos on opening representative offices and other types of businesses in Vietnam. So check out those videos as well to find out how we can help you get a business visa or even investor visa. Please contact us and we will make sure to find the best custom tailored solution for your specific needs. Now that you know all the procedures and steps on how to get a divorce, we know it's not easy. It's not a subject that we always talk about. However, in order to make sure that divorce, the assets, the children, and the family stays harmonious, we recommend that you get a prenuptial agreement prior to getting into the marriage, but also understanding the laws on how to draft the marital settlement agreement along with the understanding on how to negotiate and the process of getting divorced so that you can save time, money, and also heartache and feelings during the divorce process. So at Duong Global, with our team of experts all over the world who understand laws in the United States, Vietnam, Thailand, and Singapore, we're here to help you go through a tough situation, but the decision made has always been addition by subtraction, because life could be better after the divorce. So make sure that you continue to get updated information on the legal aspects as an expat living in Vietnam, and also like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment below if you're going through a tough time and how we can help you, and also click on the bell to get notifications on updated information about the legal systems in Vietnam. On behalf of Duong Global, my name is Ken Duong. Thank you very much for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.